Hi, I'm David Davis from Actual Tech Media. We're here at the Competitive Marketing Summit in Denver, Colorado. I'm excited to be joined by Mr. Rick Case. Rick, how you doing?
I'm doing good, very good.
Thanks for joining me today. So I understand that you're with PSP Enterprises, and you also do some work for the Aberdeen Group. Is
That's
that right?
right.
Okay. So why don't you first tell us just who is PSP Enterprises and what do you all do?
Well, we do win-loss analysis for major technology companies like IBM, Oracle, VMware, and we interview their customers to find out why they bought or didn't buy the products of that company, and then we do analysis to figure out what the company needs to do better in order to improve their win rate.
Okay. So you do a lot of customer interviews. You spend a lot of time talking to customers.
That's what I do every day, all day long. Yes.
Every day. So I'm curious, what are some of the most common reasons that companies either bought or didn't buy a solution?
Well, I'll tell you what, it's not. It's not product and it's not pricing.
Really?
That's what most sales reps think it is.
Yeah.
It's a lot about relationships and about solving the pain points that the company has. Every company has a different list of criteria and what they're looking for and how they judge the competitors' products.
Interesting. Yeah. I mean, I was a former IT manager myself, and so I did a lot of analysis of proposals and different solutions and comparisons. And do you publish what you do, or do you just send that back to the company?
Everything I do is hyper confidential.
Okay.
So it goes back to the company. The interviews we do are all anonymous, so we don't name the people or the companies that they worked for. And that gets us tremendously good in detailed information.
Yeah, so if there was something that the customer really didn't want to tell the sales guy, maybe he just didn't like it.
They'll tell me.
They'll tell you.
Right.
Okay. And then you also do a lot of survey. You do survey work as well?
That's the survey.
That's part
the
of it.
interviewing of the customers.
Okay.
And then we do a lot of that, and then we have statistics that we can run against it.
Interesting. Okay.
So I do hold a U.S. patent on how to analyze this kind of information.
Really?
Yeah.
Fascinating. So how do I'm curious, when you talk to the customers, what's the most common feedback that you give back to the sponsors of these to try to improve? Is there one common thing?
It's kind of one common thing that cuts across many companies, and that is that very few salespeople will actually sell vision, where the company's headed, where the market's heading, how their company is best positioned to get you to that future promised land. And so almost every one of my clients, including VMware, I had to tell them years ago, you got to focus on vision. And they did, and they improved very greatly as a result.
Yeah, they've been very successful on their vision. That's interesting. Yeah, I can see where a lot of salespeople might focus on the speeds and the feeds and the cost and.
You got to get it down to basically two slides. The first slide is the company overall vision, and the second slide on how this particular product fits into that vision.
Okay.
And then that takes 5 minutes, and then the rest of the time you spend on the product feeds and speeds and details.
Yeah, interesting. Okay.
But a lot of sales reps don't do that. They don't talk about, and resellers don't do that either.
Yeah.
So
that's good advice for all sorts of technology companies and technology salespeople.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Focus on vision.
Okay. And then last question, what do you think about the Competitive Marketing Summit here today?
Oh, I think it's been very good. I especially like the opening, the Chasm presentation, the keynote. I could see a lot of ways that what we do would fit into that.
Yeah.
So we're seeking to establish a relationship on that.
Excellent. Well, thank you for your time today, Rick.
Thank you. Appreciate it.